For the last 2 years, the College of Education in Eritrea Institute of Technology in particular and other sister institutions, Asmara Community College of Education and the Ministry of Education had been engaging in one exceptional project, that is the ELFA project. ELFA, the Eritrean Learning for All, is a higher institutional collaboration between the College of Education in Eritrea and the University of Jyväskylä in Finland. With the ultimate objective of professional development, the participants had been rigorously engaged in various activities. Approximately 18 participants took part in the 2 years tenure of the project, and most of them took the lion's share for the success of the ELFA 1 project. No wonder that the participants gave first-hand account, metaphorically, the information from the horse's mouth. Fortunately, we got the chance to share with some of the key figures. Mr. Abraham Tadesse, one of the local experts and focal person in educational leadership and management, reflects on practicality of the modules in achieving the ultimate objective of the project.
The module gave us concept how to make change, how to implement change on the ground also. So this culture of change is very important. This module gave us. We designed different topics, and among these topics, we achieved a better understanding of educational leadership in staff development and better management of the education system in general. Others, the educational policies also, and minimizing the gap between educational theories and educational leadership practices. And there was also leadership team development, international pedagogic leadership above all, how a pedagogic leaderships and this concept, human resource management or people-centered, we discussed, and the module gave us such kind of advantage. So we achieved a lot for the project.
This is very true, and absolutely everyone who had been involved cherished it and looking forward to emulating in future engagement. The modules in particular had been designed to keep the participant with the most up-to-date and relevant knowledge and practice required in teacher education. 3 members of the ELFA Advisory Board visited Finland from 16 up to 22 October 2016. The main objective of the visit was capacity building through visits to educational sites and attending the Sustainable Development Goal International Education Conference. They also visited educational sites like Finnish National Board of Education, Finnish Church Aid FCA Central Office, schools and resource center. During the conference, an article on challenges of teachers in Eritrean secondary school was presented by one of our group members. Mr. Bian Gabriyesus recalls the experience and the lessons they got from the conference.
Perspective and the overall experience from those representatives, especially that for me as a representative was exceedingly high because I came to learn a lot from the perspective.
The visit to Finland was really very interesting from 2 different points. Firstly, the visiting group gained relevant experience from the different education system, and secondly, they also shared information with participants of international conference coming from various countries. Equally, and more importantly, our Finnish counterpart, with cooperation of the College Advisory Board, had organized a number of international workshops in the College of Education. Mr. Abraham Tadesse once again highlights the experience the participants acquire from these international workshops.
The participants got many experiences from these modules. I think they got materials first of all on these leadership modules. So all of them, they got these materials. They use it very efficiently on the research also. There was a lot of topics, and they got also the research concept tools, and the participants also the educational equity, quality, responsibility, giving and receiving feedback on this, and how to lead and implement changes, the job of pedagogical leaderships. All these things, they learned a lot and they got experience, and they also understand the context of the Eritreans.
Arguably, the greatest achievement of the project is publishing of research-based handbook, Educational Reflection from Eritrea Learning for All. Dr. Jonas Mesfin, the chief editor of the book chapters, reveals the greatest lesson the participants learned in the process of creating meaningful output.
The process involved different people from different contexts. It involved a lot of consultation, a lot of discussions, and hopefully a lot of learning among each other. The reason I'm saying this is because I know that people who took part in this production of this book and these chapters in this research came from different countries. Even within the EIT, within ourselves, we had people who have different levels of research skills, people who have different knowledge of the real classroom situation in the country, people who have different levels of acceptance of what we were actually doing. Some people were very skeptical. So this coming together, working together, having to decide on the content, on the angle, on the research questions, on the methodology, etc., has brought us together in a forum, in a collaborative learning process where we exchanged ideas in different settings, workshops, via electronic communications, through emails, etc. So this, for me, is very important, because the learning that could come out of this big team with diverse backgrounds, with diverse skills, with diverse cultural backgrounds.
This book, what we have done, like a final outcome of the first phase of this ELFA project, I'm really happy what we have done. And also I realized that those who organized data collection, they have done enormous and very, very important job. Thank you for that.
Dr. Sirpa, the head of the Department of Teacher Education in the University of Jyväskylä, and also the editor of the ELFA book, shared her experience of the process.
I have already read pre-assignments of literacy group members, and I was supposed to give some lectures of theory and practice of language learning. But those lectures proved to be meetings with more interaction and discussion between several experts than just listening talks from a Finnish expert. I really enjoyed it. I also gave some advice in academic writing. I very sudden found out that you all proceeded very well.
A number of promising and young female participants also contributed in the ELFA 1 project. Not surprisingly, their input had an immense impact on the success of the project. The project has further enabled exposure to Finnish education system by organizing academic exchange program for staff members of the College of Education. 3 of these staff members had the opportunity for a focused academic exchange for 4 weeks in University of Jyväskylä that involved working on a research plan for PhD research. Mr. Sarabes Stefanos, one of the key figures in ELFA project, vividly reflects his impression in his scintillating article the other side of the story. He also shared his thought and the conviction of many others on the memorable journey of the project.
Taking part in ELFA 1 was an enjoyable experience for me. As much as the experience, though, it was also a journey of hard work. I was able to write 2 articles and another article on my self-reflection on the whole project. ELFA 1 was a group project. Yes, it was a group project, but it came to a success not only because it was only a group project, but because there were also committed individuals who gave everything to the project in terms of their time, energy, spirit, expertise. So if I don't take this opportunity to make to express my what I have observed in all the process, I would only be doing injustice to them. So I can't wait to see ELFA 2, ELFA 3, ELFA 4, and etc. So for the experience, thank you, ELFA 1.